Good evening, dear listeners. It's me again, Alexian, your storyteller, magician, and loyal friend. Welcome to my Library of Wonders, a place where the most amazing stories come to life. But today, we won't be diving into a fairy tale or a magical story. Today, I invite you to visit one of the most extraordinary places you can imagine. It's a magical zoo, home to enchanted creatures from various worlds. This place is filled with magic itself, and its inhabitants make it a unique corner of the magical realm. Are you ready to embark on this incredible journey? Then let's take my magical compass, which will guide us on our way. I absolutely love visiting this amazing zoo, and I'm delighted that you'll be joining me. When the compass needle stopped, a huge shimmering portal appeared before us, glowing with all the colors of the rainbow. We stepped inside, and suddenly we were standing before the majestic gates of the magical zoo. The gates were adorned with carved images of dragons, unicorns, and other magical creatures. The inscription on the arch read, "Welcome to the mysterious zoo." The zoo stretched across a vast territory, with each magical zone designed to resemble the native world of its inhabitants. Here, you'll find dense forests, sparkling lakes, mountain peaks, and even small patches of starry skies. The zoo's caretakers are various magical beings: fairies who tend to the flowers and plants, dwarves who look after the underground dwellers, centaurs who patrol the grounds, and even wise wizards who help maintain the magical balance. Well, friends, let's begin our walk. I'm sure we're in for some incredible encounters. We head to the first enclosure, which lies beneath an enchanted starry sky. The path leading to it is paved with smooth stones that glow with a soft blue light, as if reflecting moonlight. On either side of the trail grow tall, silvery trees with leaves that resemble stars. A gentle rustling fills the air, as if someone is whispering ancient tales. Occasionally, tiny, glowing butterflies flutter past us, leaving behind a faint trail that looks like stardust. Here we are. Before us is a spacious enclosure where the moon dragon named Lyra resides. Her silvery scales glow in the dark like moonlight, and her wings shimmer like stardust. Lyra hails from a world of eternal night, where the moon never sets. She is friendly, but a bit shy, and loves listening to the songs of fairies who visit her enclosure. Look at how gracefully she soars under the stars. Now that we've said goodbye to Lyra, let's move on. Our path leads us toward the glowing lights visible in the distance. We walk along a path that gradually grows darker. Tiny lights begin to flicker around us, fireflies that seem to accompany us. Along the road, bushes with flowers emitting a soft golden glow grow. The air is filled with the sweet scent of nectar, and somewhere in the distance, a faint chiming sound can be heard, as if someone is playing crystal bells. We approach a large dome where a soft twilight reigns. Inside lives a giant firefly named Glim. His transparent wings shimmer with all the colors of the rainbow, and the light he emits is so bright that it illuminates the entire dome. Glim comes from a world of eternal dusk, where he helps travelers find their way. He is friends with Lyra and often lights her path during her nightly flights. Look at how he slowly circles in the air, like a little sun. Now let's move on to the next inhabitant. I see golden glimmers ahead. That's our next friend. We continue our journey, and the path begins to ascend. Around us, rocky outcrops appear, covered with moss and flowers that grow directly from the stones. The wind carries the scent of freshness and sunlight. In the distance, a roar can be heard, not frightening, but rather commanding respect. Claw marks are visible on the rocks, and a faint lavender aroma seems to emanate from the golden flowers growing along the path. We approach a spacious enclosure where a winged lion named Orus rests on a rocky ledge. His golden wings glisten in the sunlight, and his mane shimmers like sunbeams. Orus hails from a world of high mountains where he guards ancient temples. He is proud and noble, but gladly allows children to ride on his back. Right now, he is lazily stretching, enjoying the warmth. Let's leave Orus to rest and head to the next inhabitant. On our way down the mountain, we spot a small creature on one of the ledges, curiously watching us. This is Lex, a mountain critter that inhabits high-altitude regions and also lives in this part of the zoo. Lexes are amazing creatures. They walk on two hind legs, and their long pointed ears help them pick up the slightest sounds. They have long, thin tails with fluffy tips, which they use for balance when jumping from rock to rock. Lexes are incredibly agile and nimble. They can climb the steepest cliffs using their strong hind legs. Their fur is soft and warm, helping them survive in cold mountain conditions. Lexes feed on berries, nuts, and small insects they find among the rocks. But their favorite treat is sweet mountain fruits that grow on bushes at the foot of the cliffs. Standing before us is a young and very curious Lex named Gliss. He loves playing with visitors, especially if they bring him his favorite snack, tiny mountain apples. Look at how skillfully he jumps from rock to rock, his tail helping him maintain balance. Lexes are also known for their friendliness. They often gather in small groups to keep each other warm on cold nights. They also love hosting singing evenings, producing melodic sounds that resemble soft singing. It's said that these sounds can calm even the most restless traveler. Gliss, noticing us, happily waves his fluffy tail and even takes a few steps toward us, as if inviting us to play. But it's time for us to move on. The path leads us to a large lake surrounded by dense reeds. The water here is crystal clear, and its surface is dotted with huge leaves that look like green islands. The sound of splashing water and a soft rumbling can be heard, as if someone large and content is enjoying a bath. On the lake's shore, we see an unusual creature, a hippophant named Trombo. His body resembles that of a hippopotamus, but he has a long trunk, like an elephant, and large ears that he uses to fan himself in the heat. Trombo comes from a world where rivers and lakes intertwine with dense jungles. He loves swimming and playing with water, and his trunk allows him to create real water fountains. Look at how he joyfully splashes, creating waves. Trombo is friendly and loves when visitors bring him juicy fruits. His favorite treat is giant watermelons, which he skillfully cracks open with his trunk. Now that we've said goodbye to Trombo, our path leads to the winter section of the zoo, where an amazing inhabitant awaits us. We walk along a path that gradually grows colder. Snowdrifts begin to appear around us, and the trees are covered in frost. The air becomes fresh and crisp, and the snow crunches underfoot. Along the road, we see ice sculptures that seem to be carved from snow itself. They depict various magical creatures, and their eyes seem to follow us. In the distance, An icy pavilion sparkles like a giant crystal. Here lives the snow phoenix named Frost. His feathers glisten like ice, and his wings leave behind a flurry of snow. Frost comes from a world of eternal winter, where his kin live in icy caves. He loves frosty berries brought to him by dwarves. Look at how he flaps his wings, creating intricate snow patterns in the air. Now let's head to the misty forest, where a mysterious panther awaits us. We enter a dense forest filled with an enigmatic mist. The trees here are tall, with branches that seem to vanish into the haze. Around us, rustling sounds can be heard, but they don't frighten us. Instead, they add to the mystery. The mist softly blankets the ground, enveloping everything around. Occasionally, glowing eyes of small creatures appear from the fog, only to disappear as soon as we try to approach them. Here lives the mist panther, named Shade. Her fur shimmers like thick mist, and her movements are so fluid that she seems to be part of the fog. Shade comes from a world where everything is hidden in mist. She loves playing hide and seek with visitors. Look at how she vanishes into the mist and then suddenly reappears. But it's time for us to move on, as another amazing creature awaits us ahead. We continue along the path, which leads us to an open meadow. The grass here glows with a soft silvery light, and the sky above us sparkles with stars, even though the sun hasn't yet set. Around us, tiny glowing moths flutter, leaving behind a shimmering trail. In the distance, the faint sound of bells can be heard, as if the wind is playing with them. On this meadow lives the star unicorn named Nova. Her coat sparkles like the night sky, and her mane resembles the Milky Way. Nova loves running across her enclosure, leaving a glowing trail behind her. Look at how gracefully she gallops, as if dancing under the stars. Her hooves touch the ground so lightly that it seems as though she's floating. Now let's head to the final inhabitant, a small but very bright creature. We make our way to the last enclosure, and the path grows warmer. Around us, lava stones appear, emitting a faint smoke. The air carries the scent of sulfur mixed with the aroma of heated minerals. Along the road, fiery flowers grow, their petals ablaze, but not burning. We approach the enclosure, where a fire salamander named Inferno peeks out from the lava flows. His skin blazes like fire, and his movements are quick and playful. Inferno comes from a world of volcanoes, where he lives in lava streams. He loves putting on fiery shows for visitors. Look at how he creates small fire rings that disappear just as quickly. His enclosure is illuminated by a soft red glow, and around it stand stone statues that seem to guard his peace. After meeting these incredible creatures, we return to the zoo's gates. The magical compass begins to glow again, pointing us the way home. We thank the caretakers for their hospitality and step into the portal, which takes us back to the Library of Wonders. Dear listeners, today we visited an amazing place where magic and nature come together as one. The magical zoo reminded us of how important it is to cherish and respect all living things, whether in our world or the world of fantasy. Which of the magical creatures did you like or remember the most? Until next time in our Library of Wonders, where many more incredible stories and adventures await us.